We're Myrtle Beach. I'm going to bike the boardwalk. I'm going to show you the boardwalk, but we're going to start at the south part, which is at the 2nd Avenue North Pier. So let me turn the camera around and show you. So that's the 2nd Avenue North Pier. Now this boardwalk, when we filmed this, yeah, and if you're hearing me, let me know. I think I got my cordless mics hooked up, so hopefully you won't get too much wind noise. Hey, Delnoa, you getting good audio there? Let me know. So when we did this video in 2022, I think, this boardwalk didn't come all the way to this pier. Hey, Tate, good to see you. But this is the 2nd Avenue North Pier, and then I'm gonna ride. I got the camera, the phone mounted on my bike. Now I just did a 360 video of the boardwalk, but I got to edit all that to show you that. But for now, we're just going to use the regular phone and go down the boardwalk. But I'll let you take a look there at the 2nd Avenue North Pier. So, okay, great. Sounds good. So I'm going to point, like I said, the phone is mounted on my bike. And let me let you take a look at Bailey there. Bailey's there getting ready to do her favorite thing, ride in the backpack. And here we go. So now unfortunately, I probably won't be able to see much of your comments because I'm riding. And also the sun's a little bright too. And forgive me if it's a little jumpy. I've got it on the gimbal, but we're on the bike. But I'm going to try to take you the whole length of the boardwalk, provided I don't hit some people. So this is the part where it's a little curvy. It's not, the center of the boardwalk is that wide, colorful wood plank, or it looks like wood plank. I don't think it's actually wood. And hopefully we'll let you see a little bit of the beach. Coming up on your left. Thank you. So hopefully you guys are getting a good view there. Now the main part of the boardwalk where the wheel is at, that's about, I think it's less than a mile from where I started there. It's probably more closer to a half mile, so it's not very far. In fact, I can actually see a little bit of the Ferris wheel from here, so we'll be over there in just a couple of minutes. But it turned out to be a gorgeous day. It was supposed to be cloudy at this time, so I'd only really scheduled about a half day of filming. So I had all this extra time, so I figured I'll take you guys on a bike ride. And it can be a little challenging riding a bike. It's actually not very crowded here. One thing I've noticed about Myrtle Beach, there's a big difference from Saturday to Sunday. And Tate, I don't know when what days you're coming, but boy, or for all of you, if you can avoid a Saturday, avoid it. And I knew it was crazy from when I filmed it before. When I filmed it before, I did it at the end of April, and that's that's less busier than what it is now. But this is after the week after Memorial Day. You definitely don't want to be around here during Memorial Day weekend. It's crazy. But today I'm really surprised. The boardwalk is not too bad at all. And it was easily plenty of parking, at least back there at the 2nd Avenue Pier. And I think I saw plenty of parking around the Ferris wheel too. So kind of a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I see your comment. I'll look at your comments later, unless I get a chance here where I can take a peek. But it's turned out to be a gorgeous day. We've had all week, and we've had this little bit of a kind of a haze, but it's really finally, I think, there's still a little bit left. It looks good where the camera's showing. You are starting to see some blue. For much of the weekend, it's just kind of, even though it's been sunny all weekend, it's just kind of look a little grayish, which I don't like for video. So I've been filming a lot of the state parks and trying to save a lot of the beach footage for when the sky is really, really blue. We filmed Myrtle Beach State Park today, and that went real good. Oh, and Surfside Beach too. Okay, so now we're starting to come to the main part of the boardwalk. Let me see if I can move my camera over so you guys can see. Sorry for the movement, but you got some eateries here. The Sweet Frog, 8th Avenue Tiki Bar. And then this is where you pick up the wooden part of the boardwalk. So again, sorry for the shaking. So this is where you get the big, wide boardwalk. And now you should be able to see the Ferris wheel in the distance. I'm gonna ride closer to the ocean. Maybe, I don't know if the camera is high enough where you can kind of see over into the ocean. But it's turned out to be a gorgeous afternoon when it was supposed to be cloudy by this point. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, in yesterday's live video, I said my favorite beach was Garden City Beach. I take that back. It's Surfside Beach. You know, when we filmed Surfside Beach in 2022, the pier was still being rebuilt, or maybe, I think it's a whole brand new pier, but it is nice in Surfside. I'll talk more about that in the blog. So here's probably the center of, this is where Bella and I ate in our 2021 video. And I may come back here and eat with Bailey there. Or I may get an all-you-can-eat seafood. Those are something you have to do when you're in Myrtle Beach, the all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. So this is the center of the board. They redid this. In fact, they redid this shortly before our last video. I think when we did our last video, this had only been here about a month. So, in fact, it was only half done. Half was the old style and half was the new planks. But now the whole boardwalk are these wooden planks. It looks real good. And then the Gay Dolphin. I normally don't film gift shops, but this supposedly is a real famous gift shop, one of the biggest gift shops. So I'll probably go in there and film. So now this is where it gets tricky on the bike. Hey. There's a look at the wheel. And then this is the park where they have nightly entertainment. I don't know if they have something going on tonight, but I'll take a little ride around this park. You see the wheel right there. And then Ocean Drive is over here. We'll just kind of pop out here for a little bit. So these are some of your eateries here. All right, we'll get back on the boardwalk. Yeah, Surfside Beach has really got it going on. They've got some great eateries with great views, and it's a real, and it's free. You can walk on the pier for free at Surfside Pier. Most of these piers, it's a nominal charge, like $2 or $3. But Surfside Pier is free. And the beach has umbrella and chair rentals. And it wasn't very crowded today at all. So, all right. Now we get to where the boardwalk gets a little thinner. This is where it gets a little trickier on the bike. This is about like my 4th time riding through here as I was filming with the 360 camera. That's gonna be nice. So I'm gonna try to post that as soon as I edit that, but the 360 cameras, I can't wait to see the footage. That's something I'm incorporating new with this Myrtle Beach video. Coming up on your left. Thank you. Coming up on your left. No problem. Yeah, so this is the 14th Avenue. In fact, let me stop here for a little bit so you can see a little bit of the pier and the beach. Oh, yeah, let's see what's going on to the left of me here. So that's the 14th Avenue Pier. That's a nice pier. That's where I've posted, I think, a lot of thumbnails from. That's a good shot. You get on the pier looking back this way, and it's a great shot of the beach. And then to the left, what is this? Rip Toys is this. But they got a little cornhole in the sand here, and then an elevated deck up there. So, all right. So I got to start eating at some of these restaurants, but I'm kind of waiting for the Smoky Mountain family to get here. It's funner eating with other people. And they're arriving sometime this afternoon or this evening. So, thank you. So this is called Pier 14 for 14th Avenue. And the boardwalk, if you read about the boardwalk, you'll say it goes from Pier 14 to the 2nd Avenue Pier, but it really extends beyond it. In fact, on this side, I think it goes for at least another 1/4 of a mile. But it's a gorgeous day if you come here and rent a bike or bring a bike. It's just a gorgeous shot. Yeah, the state parks here are really good. That's the thing that I really love about Myrtle Beach, is that you got a good variety of not only the beach areas, but you got the forested areas. There's campgrounds, just walking distance. Or in fact, campgrounds right on the beach, and we're going to show several of them. That's what I love about Myrtle Beach. And for you Florida people, in the mornings, there's a nice chill in the air in the mornings, and you don't get that this time of year on your Florida beaches. So that's why us Floridians like to kind of come get a little north up here to South Carolina. So this is the end of the boardwalk, and all right, so I'll hold on for a couple of minutes. If you all have any questions, there's Bailey. Let me bring the camera down. So if you all have any questions, just let me know, and I'll hang on for a couple of minutes. So, this video, like I said before, it's going to show a lot of the same things we showed in the 2021 video, but there's going to be a lot of different things to it. And all the footage, most of it, I'm not going to use very much of the old footage. It's all going to be mostly new footage. I might here or there, for a few things, use some of the old footage, like for the boat rides, because I'm not going to do the same boat rides we've done then. Might as well just show that on this video. But I also want to do jet skiing, and I want to do a banana boat. I want to try to get the Smoky Mountain family on a banana boat and do that. And so anyways, from Myrtle Beach, I hope you all are having a good weekend. And if you all have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll try to post a 360 video, maybe a short or two. Hey, Dickerson, good to see you. Yeah, hey, are you back in Riverview there? Yeah, that's my neighbor. Um, so enjoy, you said Surfside South. Yeah, Surfside, I'd said yesterday, top 3 favorite places in Florida to live. Well, just off the top of my head, I think Dunedin is a great place. Lake County is real good, a little further up north. Although, I mean, Lake County is kind of east of Ocala, and Ocala's getting busy. In fact, coming up here, I thought I was driving through Atlanta. Ocala, I mean, it's not like Atlanta, but it's getting pretty busy. But those are some good places on the West Coast, in Florida, Dunedin area, and Lake County area, just off the top of my head. You know, I like some places on the outskirts of Jacksonville. You know, I mean, like I said, as far as the beaches, the East Coast of Florida has got the more accessible beaches, which I love. The West Coast has got the more beautiful beaches, but, you know, they're just not as accessible, whereas the East Coast, you know, they're more accessible. Well, other than the Gold Coast has got some beautiful beaches, but you also got incredible crowds down there too, Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Pompano. Just, oh, you said at the Breakers a few times. The Breakers in, is that the Breakers in West Palm Beach? I ran across some subscribers here at Surfside who live in Pompano because of the videos they saw of our Pompano Beach videos. From clouds, oh, from upstate New York to Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I saw a sign. I was just filming a sign at Surfside. It showed New York City, like, I think it was like 560 miles that way. And yeah, a lot of people come down here. That's why this beach is so busy. People from the north like getting down, you know, where it's warmer. Well, now it's warm everywhere, but you know, they get a little taste of Florida without having come all the way down to Florida. And people like me in Florida like to come up here where you get a little chill in the morning, where it's cooler. It's not as hot and humid. It's funny, people here, I hear, complain about it being hot, but it's not hot like Florida hot. It's actually nice and cool. The temperatures have been in the evenings low 70s. Oh, you live in Colorado but have been to Anna Maria Islands and Fort Lauderdale 9 times. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Anna Maria Island is, you know, talk about Anna Maria Island. Somebody burnt their feet on Coquina Beach, some hot coals. I mean, really serious burns. The family, kids got some very serious burn because somebody, I guess, was cooking on the beach, left some hot coals, and somebody stepped on it. But yeah, Anna Maria Island's hard to beach, although this time of year, I like to be a little bit north of there. So anyways, yeah, so if you have questions, you can reply in the comments of the archive video, and you know, I'll try to post this 360 video of the Boardwalk 2 as soon as I can, possibly as soon as this evening's. So you're thinking of moving to South Carolina from Palm Beach, Florida? Yeah, you know, South Carolina is great. There's a lot of people, in fact, I read South Carolina, I think, has furthest, Gatlin maybe head further south. Yeah, hey, Michael. Yeah, a lot of people are moving to South Carolina. It's got one of the counties, I think it's one of the fastest growing counties in the U.S. A lot of people are moving to South Carolina for the very reasons I meant. People from the north migrating south, people from Florida migrating north, but they don't want to go too far north, so South Carolina is just right. But with that being said, there's still a lot of cities. There's a city near here called Conway, which is, South Carolina. Oh, people are very friendly here. They're very friendly here. Yeah, I have to say, I'd say maybe even more friendlier than Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. You know, it's about that level of friendliness. You know, and you do get a lot of, you know, a lot of cars with loud music playing here and there. You get a lot of younger people on the beach, you know, jamming it up, and, you know, a little rude at times. But that's any place that's popular, you're going to get that. But, you know, people are worried about the crime because they heard a couple of news things happen where I think 11 people got injured on Memorial Day weekend in a shootout. Well, I think that was at somebody's home or somewhere, you know. So, you know, you hear a couple bad stories and people generalize it to be the whole beach, and it just isn't. Myrtle Beach is still a pretty safe place. Um, so you can feel pretty safe. Like anywhere, you got to watch yourself. You know, watch your cars, lock up your valuables. Don't have any valuables exposed in your car. So we're in upstate New York. You lived in Colorado for 24 years. Yeah, I couldn't read all of that. But so, anyways, I think I'm going to go and get me a seafood buffet. You want a seafood buffet, Bailey? How about some seafood? So that's the thing you got to do here because they're pretty reasonable, the buffets. So I'm going to go do that. So, anyways, thank you for all your support. I'm just rambling on now, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out. So we'll talk to you soon and hopefully do another live video sometime this week.